Boom shakalak. Hey traders, get used to that word because every time the market moves, I'm going to be using it. Welcome traders, my name is Gary Fichardt and we're looking at the pound crosses. We've had some news that's just come across the board, which means that we're going to start seeing some action in the market. Well, Prime Minister Johnson agreed that we could see a pathway to a possible deal. This is the reason why we're seeing some great movement in the pound. The question here is, traders, how far can the pound move? Well, listen here. I've seen some great setups on the daily that verifies and confirms that yes, we can see a rally and how far the market can move. Let's take a look at all of that stuff right after this. All right, traders, well, welcome back. And yes, this is an awesome time that we're seeing right now in the pound crosses because it's moving across the board. We've just got some news. As I mentioned, Johnson says that yes, there's a possible path that we could see a Brexit deal take place. Also, we've seen that President Trump also said China wants to make a deal. But do I want to do that? Well, he's going to make a decision tomorrow. They've got a meeting at the White House. We'll check out and see what happens then. Let's go ahead and jump into the market because right now I want to see exactly how far the pounds can move because this is exciting. Now listen, traders, be careful. Don't just jump in on the trade. Look for those dips, buy on the dips as the market goes up. Let's take a look at the charts. Here is the charts right here. Now I want to show you that every chart that I'm going to go ahead and look at has some sort of setup. This is the pound US dollar. Pound US dollar looks like it's going to move off that support. And it's done that. It's retraced. It's giving me what I call a wave 2 move. And it's going to move all the way up to this target up here at the top. I'm going to go ahead and move this around. And we're going to see there it is. Looking at 29.66. The price is going to continue to move all the way to 29.66. Listen here. I don't think it's going to stop there. But remember that key level, that psychological level at 130. Price is going to move up to that level. We're going to see some stalling right here as the market pulls back, and if it's going to continue because of maybe good news, continued good news out in the UK, yes, we will continue to rally back up. In fact, I mentioned in my weekly update that there's a very good possibility that if we do see some great news out of the Brexit deal, then we could end up going back all the way to the pre-Brexit the pre-Brexit levels in 2016. Now, that's way ahead of myself. I'm not going to get there right now. Let's just enjoy the rally that we're seeing at the moment right now. Now, this is on the pound US dollar. We're not done, all right? We are not done because all the pounds are setting up fantastic opportunities. Look at pound Aussie. I'm going to move it to the left here. This is a daily time frame. Now, I want you to write down this price. The price that we expected the market to move to is all the way to 86.66. 86.66. So we've got this inside move wave 1, 2, 3, 4, retesting wave 1, perfectly set up for support right here. Market starting to take off. Exactly what we're anticipating in the market. This is fantastic, traders. Let's go to pound Canadian. Same thing on pound Canadian. Now I want you to write down a number as well. Check this out. Same thing. Are you kidding me? Look here. 1, 2, 3, 4, and market hit support. Start to rally up. We've seen price go up to about 169. All right. Look for price to break up towards 169. Write that down. But you see, traders, you see the consensus across the board. We're seeing all the pound crosses virtually saying the same thing. And here it is right here. This is the pound JPY. Pound JPY, same thing. Wave 1, 2, 3, 4, and looking for price to move up to wave 5. Wave 5 will be seen around about 138. Write that down as well, 138. Okay, let's go to the next pair. The pair is the Swiss. Now, I don't trade the pound Swiss, but check this out. All right? Are you kidding me? Market goes in, it creates 1, 2, 3, 4. Finds support right here, starting to break out. We see the price moving on to about, I'll call it 126, let's say 126.20. All right? So we can see price moving up to that level. Let's see, traders, across the board, every daily time frame is showing me the same thing on the pound crosses. It's just uncanny how this thing's worked out. Look at this again. This is a fantastic setup here on the pound New Zealand dollar. All right, we've got the market creating this wave. Oh, let me go ahead and pull that back up. So we've seen the market create this wave 1. There it is. Wave 1, 2, 3, and we're at support on wave 4 right here. Price going to move up all the way up here to 2.0400. All right, 2.0400. That's where we're expecting pound and New Zealand dollar to rally up as well. Fantastic setup. Again, I love the fact that we've got this beautiful wave structure in place, and then we know and understand exactly where price is going to move up to. Now, let's go ahead and move to the euro. This is the euro pound. It's going to move to the euro pound. Same thing right here. Traders, there's nothing wrong with this. In fact, take a look at this. Look at this beautiful head and shoulders pattern right here. All right. Oh, sorry, King's Crown. King's Crown. Market moves up to the right tip right here. Moves up to that right tip, and we are now heading south. Now, traders, I want to go ahead and say this. All right. With all these great setups that we're seeing currently right now, this means that the opportunities starting to present itself. Those that got in very early, those that noticed and realized that we had a setup and got in early, those aggressive traders, and there's nothing wrong with being aggressive as long as you're okay with that and you can handle that, right? But those that got in aggressively and got into those trades, and some of those traders have been in this trade since the early part of this year, before May, June. And if you're still in on these trades and you're holding on to these trades and you're making money on the upside, that's fantastic. Now, what happens to a trader that wants to get in on these trades? How do you be able to manage that? Well, traders, like I said, we're looking at, if I go ahead and draft the pips on this, in fact, let's do that. Let's do this as an exercise right here. Let's just grab a couple of these pairs right now, and I'm going to go ahead and use this one as an example, right? This is the euro pound. And if I go ahead and put in some fibs on this, and we go ahead and take from the high to the low down here, now I want to go ahead and just point out that this is what we're looking at right now. We're looking at current right now on this trade, we're looking at 400, close to 400, let's call it 375 pips. That's a 375 pips. Trust me, on the pound, the euro pound, that's a lot of pips. All right, 375 pips is a lot of pips. This is a daily time frame. But what you got to do, traders, is you got to take the buys on, take the sells on the rallies. So every time the market does that, and the market's going away, go ahead and sell on the rallies. You could easily go ahead and do a simple strategy, a very simple strategy that has made a lot of money for a lot of traders. And a simple strategy would be something like this: go into a 1 hour time frame, and all you're going to do is every time the market does this, you're going to go ahead and put a counter trend line there. It breaks the counter trend line, put your stop above there, and sell it short. And that's it. That's all you're going to do. Every time the market does that sort of move, all right? So it goes down, goes up, counter trend line, sell it. It goes up, comes down, counter trend line, sell it. And that's what you're going to do. You're going to keep doing this all the way down, and you're going to look for a 375 pip to the downside. That's all you look for, 375 pips. Now, this is just one trade. Let's take a look at the other pound pairs. Here's the pound Aussie. Same thing, same scenario. The pound's going to wave. You're going to get some waves in the market because there is going to be a recovery time, right? This is what's going to happen. As the market goes up, comes down, goes up, counter trend line, buy in. Market goes up, comes down, goes up, counter trend line, buy in. This is what you're going to do all the way up. And where are you going to go all the way up to? Well, I just gave you that number on the daily, right? If you look at the daily again, look at the daily. We're going to trade it all the way. So do all those counter trend lines all the way to those numbers that I gave you. On this pair, it was at 86.63 right there. So do all of those counter trend line breaks going up until you get to that point. Then get out of the market, stop trading it, because we're going to expect some sort of downside move. And the same thing goes with any other of the pound pairs, like the pound Canadian. Remember the pound Canadian? Remember the 680 pip trading opportunity that we spoke about? And remember, there was two trades, right? 1 hour time frame. We said be a little aggressive on the 1 hour. It didn't work out, but we also had the other trade, which is the daily time frame. And we said you got to put your stop loss below the daily low, because that was a great way to keep yourself out of the noise and not get stopped out. Well, check this out, all right? The market actually created that nice support. I'm going to zoom in over here, and I'm going to take a look and see exactly what. Let's try that again. All right, there it is. So I'm going to zoom in over here, and this is the trade that we had set up, all right, on the daily. We said there was the buy, There was the stop. So you place stop loss down there to keep it outside the way. And then if the 1 hour doesn't work out, then you can go ahead and re-enter on the trade again on the 1 hour. But if you traded the daily, you would still be in this trade. Now, where are we chasing after? Right here, 169. All right, going up to 169. So what do you want to do on the lower time frame? Do you want to go ahead and do the same thing? Keep buying on the dips, buying the dips, buying the dips, whether you're using a counter trend line break, whether you're using a trend trading strategy, but you want to buy on the dips going long towards that 169 level. And that's the same rule that you'll place on every other currency pair that's traded against the pound. The pound's moving. Let's get in there and make some pips. Traders, my name is Gary Fichardt. If you haven't subscribed to this channel yet, please go ahead and do so. Go ahead and go ahead and click on the subscribe button. Also click on the bell button because that gives you notifications when I do post videos. And man, the way the markets are moving right now, you want to be subscribed so that every time I post, you get that video. Traders, have an awesome week. We'll see you next time. This is Epic Big Dog.